Good morning, it's Edna Keefe Live with Mindset Monday, and today we're going to talk about what the lack of education does for your confidence. And most people, it's not a good thing, although education from different points of view is something we're also going to discuss today. And remember, if you need my help with getting your mindset on straight, reach out to me at edna@ednakeefe.com. I have some free workshops coming up, and I help people one-on-one too, so let me know if I can help you. So anyway, what does lack of education do to your confidence? I've met many people and read many stories over the years where people have said, not going to university or college really made them feel stupid when they got into a crowd of intellectual people who are talking about, going to Harvard and going to this university and that college and how much it did for them. I'm not a big believer in that sort of education for everybody. There's so many people that don't need to go to university. Like, if you're not going to be, I think it's mostly for, doctors, lawyers, ones who really, really have a high learning curve on their, and like real technical stuff you need to know. There's so much you can learn by being mentored by somebody. There's so much you can learn by taking online courses. I love online courses myself. They more fit into my lifestyle. And it actually does increase your confidence every time you take something like that, because it's so interesting. I do a lot of podcasts and I interview a lot of people. And we have some really interesting conversations. And some of it stems from books we've read, courses we've taken, other people we've met, mentors that we've had. And that's one of my favorite parts of doing podcasts, is getting to meet all these different people and just seeing, what works in your life. Because not the same thing works for everybody. So if university is for you, all the power to you, because if you've got a highly skilled job and you need to know all the details like a doctor and a lawyer, we absolutely want those people to have a higher education. But for those of you that think that you're not very smart because you don't, think again. There are so many courses online that you can learn from. I heard somebody say the other day, online nowadays, everybody can just put up a shingle and say they know something and sell a course. Well, you know what? It is true. And I don't see anything wrong with it personally. He did because there was some competition with his own stuff. But you know what? For different things, you just got to get yourself out there. I seen somebody the other day do a whole course on how to be more happy. And it stemmed from him not being happy. And so he started listening and talking and reading all about what people do to make themselves happier. And he started following all the, certain paths. And so he basically was sharing with people what he learned about getting happy. And I thought, that's powerful, Everybody has different things. Like, can you go to university to learn how to be happy? No. But this guy, and you know what? His particular track might not even work for you if you're not happy and he's not happy. But what he was basically teaching is, this is what worked for me. And since then, I've helped a lot of people find their happiness place by pointing them in the same direction I took. And it was really basic stuff like reading more every day, exercising every day, eating right, getting the right amount of sleep, not poisoning your mind with too much news on television and stuff like that. And I thought, you know what? People need to hear that. People are unhappy and they can't figure out why. They maybe could hear it. And I mean, it wasn't an expensive course. It was $27. And I just had a conversation with my daughter and her boyfriend about some personal stuff. And they were saying, one of them was saying that they kind of felt a little unhappy lately. So I actually bought them the course and gave it to them. And I said, here, listen to these videos. And that's what they were just short little videos. And, each time people go through stuff like that and they learn, especially if they learn something about themselves, to me, that is your biggest confidence booster. Understanding yourself, understanding what you like to do, don't like to do, what works for you, what doesn't work for you, that is where your power really lies. And that's really where you can increase your own confidence. And so it's not necessarily a university education, but it's little things that can help you on a day-to-day basis that can increase your confidence. So good luck with that. And again, if you need my help with some mindset training or to help you build your real estate